Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Kansas Moonshot Podcast, where we are shining the spotlight on amazing things happening in schools across the state. Whether you're one of the Mercury, Gemini, or in the near future Apollo schools launching some amazing redesign plans, or a teacher trying to do something a little different, I want to share your story. The goal is to celebrate the awesomeness all around us. This week's episode is another student-centered episode. I interviewed Team 8234 SFT Cyclone Robotics as they gear up for their upcoming first LEGO League competition. They share what they've learned preparing for the competition, as well as some of the non-robotics related things they've learned this season. Check it out. Alright, so welcome to this episode of the podcast. I am here with the Santa Fe Trail Cyclone Robotics Team 8234 LEGO Robotics team. First off, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Julian Romero Benitez.
I'm Ashler Gamba.
I'm Macy Diaz.
I'm Jonah Teely.
I'm TJ Morrison. I'm Andrea Deal.
I'm Drew. Match it.
Alright, so let's get this show kicked off. They are gearing up for their competition on Saturday. And so to start off with, so you're going to this competition. What is this competition all about?
Well, first of all, you have to do your presentations, which you would basically talk about the robot or the project and also your core values. And you'd also do cheers during those moments where you have a break.
Oh, my name is Maria. And so also you do a competition. You have a robot and you have programmed it and try doing missions on a board that you get. So you get like a layout of the missions and where they are, and then you build the pieces so you can do them like wherever you usually meet. And then when you go there to competitions, you go and compete and try to score points on the board and try to compete, and you compete with other teams.
So you got a presentation part in the morning, then you got competition where you're trying to score points on the board, trying to make the robot complete different challenges. So when you guys are doing your presentation, I know one part's your project. What is your project all about?
So we're planning on using this engine called Vasimir and making it turn into a drill so we can drill into Mars and liquefy the outer core to create a stronger magnetic field so it will push out all of the radiation on Mars.
Cool. And why is radiation a problem?
Radiation is a problem because some of the most powerful forms of radiation, such as GCR or galactic cosmic rays, currently are not able to be reduced or destroyed or deflected by any spacecraft, and the only thing, or shielding, and the only thing that stops them currently is our Earth's magnetosphere.
Magnetosphere?
Yeah, sorry.
Awesome. Okay, so you're gonna blow up Mars.
No.
No.
We're
Okay.
trying not to do that.
So you're gonna blow up the core to heat it up. You're just gonna drop some bombs in there. You're gonna drill a hole, drop bombs, and hopefully heat up the core to start the magnetic field that's gonna create. Okay.
An atmosphere.
What we're doing is we're melting the outer core, and we want to keep the inner core still solid. And then that will create the magnetosphere.
Okay, so it's gonna be hot enough that's gonna melt the outer core, but not melt the inner core, and you're gonna get that jump started. You're gonna create a magnetic field around Mars.
Well, try not to destroy Mars.
While try not to destroy Mars. Okay, that sounds intense.
Simple. Simple math.
All right, so it was simple. Yeah, of course. So wow, that's really cool. How did you guys decide on what topic you were gonna do for your project?
We did a lot of different things. The main thing we did was a voting process where we all got a certain amount of votes, and we decided what we did by calculating which project had the most amount of votes. And then that narrowed it down, and then we did a final voting process in which we decided the final project.
Cool. And so it sounds like you guys work together really closely. What are some other things that you worked on? I know you guys worked on, you had a few guest speakers. Mauricia, who was one of the guest speakers that you worked with?
Oh, I don't remember her name, but but she was your sister, and she was
My sister Kim.
She's a social media.
I think her formal title is social media automation manager. But what does she do?
But she gets things from people who want to, like, I guess, do things online, and then she goes and uses it to people to design for her, and then she posts it
On social media.
Yes.
So why did you want to talk to someone involved in social media?
Because she would help with our social media campaign and how best to use social media so we can get more followers and we can get more people to know what we're doing.
Cool. So you were a part of our social media team. We also had a guest speaker. We had my dad, Rick Stock, who is a mechanical design engineer. And what was he in here talking about?
He was talking about an engine. He was helping us develop an engine that is strong enough, the most effective engine. But then we later turned to the Vasimir engine. We decided that the Vasimir engine, it was powerful enough to get you to Mars in 40 days. It was that powerful, so we went that road. But he helped us do trial and error on the engines that will and will not work. Because there are several engines that will not work in space, like a wind engine. So we decided that the best route was the Vasimir engine.
And he also came up with ideas of how to get the rocket ship to Mars without using that much fuel. And one of his ideas was to slingshot the rocket ship into past the outer atmosphere, and with magnets. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, part of the reason why I brought in, and they refer to my dad as Mr. Stock, which I thought was fun. He enjoyed that. So I brought in Mr. Stock because a lot of what you guys were talking about the mechanics of the rocket, you guys were so far beyond my knowledge of it that we needed some mechanical expertise in here. So kudos to you guys for knowing your stuff, and me needing to bring in someone even more experienced and with more expertise. So that was very interesting and fun to hear. So what are some of the things that you've learned, not just this year but last year as well, in robotics? What has this robotics team taught you?
Well, I guess last year was about water, and we learned a lot of how people don't get enough water and how that affects the population a lot in a lot of places, and how sick and can die from it, and how actually normal regular day students don't get as much water as they should as well. I don't get a sip or two out of the water from a day or a week.
We learned a lot of things, like just teamwork things, which you need in a lot of different skills, that especially in most future careers, that you will use in almost everybody uses, and it helps you work together and create better ideas than a single person would have.
Anyone else? Any other things that you learned?
I'm Drew. From robotics, I've learned how to research better and program with the Mindstorms program.
Cool. So you learned some programming skills.
I did it.
Anyone else?
Same here, really. I didn't even know what this was at the beginning of robotics and stuff like that when I first joined.
Okay, so would you guys recommend that people try out robotics?
Yes.
Yeah?
Definitely.
If
It's
they have
really
the
fun
option at their
experience.
schools?
Yeah, because
Especially with fun people and
Exactly,
really
when
great
you have a really good
peers.
team.
because at first I was I heard the word robot and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Transformers.
Oh my god,
I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Transformers. You get to program robots to destruct the world or do something. And then I got into it and I was like, okay, this is not exactly what I expected, but it's cool. So I just decided to do it, and now I like it.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best. We want to wish you good luck at the competition. You guys are going to do a fantastic job. So, that's it for this episode. For more information about this episode, check out my website, MrStockRocks.com. If you know someone doing something awesome in their classroom, let me know about it. I'd love to have them on the show. You can email me at teachlikeaninja@gmail.com or follow me on Twitter at teachlikeaninja. I've been your host, Josh Stock, 6th grade language arts teacher and self-proclaimed awesomeness expert. Till next time, book it forward and be awesome.